All right, y'all. Y'all know what it is. It's your man's Aaron Tolan. We are back once again. Y'all know what to do. Click like, click subscribe. Let's get it in. Now, I could have waited till tomorrow to do a quick review. This is 4 sneakers. Could be 5 because of the news I got today. That one's kind of obvious, so I'll do that one tomorrow because I just couldn't wait any longer. So, last pair just got delivered a few minutes ago. Shout out to UPS. And shout out to Sneaker Hustle. I'm going to save that pair for last because, buddy. So, without further ado, trusty Bat Shuriken on deck. 4 unboxings, 4 kicks. Let's get it in. So, first pair, I kind of already know. Matter of fact, I'm going to save that one. And I'm going to save that one. Yeah, okay, so I got to save those 2. Okay, so first pair. This is my 4th pair of this particular shoe. Technically, I didn't really need it, but I've copped every single time they dropped from when they first released, and I think I only missed 1 year. And when you see them, you'll know. But getting right into it, y'all know the box. We have the Air Jordan 13 Flint Gray, which hands down is my all-time favorite Jordan 13. Period, point blank. Even in hand right now as I'm looking, yeah, because I was going to do a compare and contrast with my 2020 pair that I copped. And I copped those from GOAT. But this pair came from Sneakers app. And surprisingly, they sitting, which, I mean, I guess now it really doesn't surprise me anymore because Jordans are just for the OGs now, man. You know, no shade on the YNs too much. But, yeah, just they not going to appreciate it like we are. But this still is by far my favorite 13. Cleanest colorway. I remember the day they released, and it was a brother walking around. I was a sophomore in college. At Ferris State for my Michigan people, and yeah, brother had them on, and that was my first time like actually seeing them up close, and I was just like, man, I was so mad back then because I just, you know, I was a college student. I ain't really, you know, I wasn't doing it, so I didn't even know they had dropped that day, but I just remember seeing him with them on, and I was just like, oh my gosh, those are sick. And then the crazy thing is, my mom had actually copped me a pair the following weekend, I think, because they still were sitting at the time. Not too many, but she was able to find me a pair. And that was my 3rd pair of Jordans of all time. So, yeah, Jordan 13, I mean, I could go over it. You know, you got your standard mesh with the 3M reflective underneath. This leather is primo. I can see the differences between this one and the 2020 pair, actually. Pretty much off the rip. The tongue definitely looks thinner. The Flint Gray material, the suede, looks a lot cleaner. So they really just kind of fixed it up a lot. Same hologram, same Jordan 13 paw print bottom. But yeah, even like the shape of it just looks a little bit different than the 2020 pair. And I actually was arguing with people about it because, you know, you can't get into it with the purists on the sneakers, man. They go in. I did not have an issue with my 2020 pair. I still like my 2020 pair, actually. So that's why I'm saying I really didn't need these necessarily. But considering that I copped all the times that they dropped except for, I believe, 2001, yeah. And this is the first Jordan that second Jordan, because the Cement 3 is my favorite of all time. Y'all know that. But anyway, moving on to the next one. This video is going to be long, and I apologize for it. Alright, so my next pair right here comes from District 1, New York. Actually, I got 2 pairs coming from them. So, aside from that pair, we'll just say this is like the retro releases video. Because all of these are pairs that came out, and I just really didn't even get my hands on them until recently. So that's what we're doing here. So this pair comes from District 1, New York. I copped my habanero foam posits from them. So I gotta cut this fan on. It's blazing in here right now. So I'm sorry if the sound picks up in the back. I'll try to talk over it. But anyway, yeah, this pair comes from District 1 New York. I caught my my red foam posits from them back in the summer of 2021 or 22, I think. And yeah, they a good plug for me. So keeping it moving. Now the box should be recognizable. This is a pair that I wanted for a minute. And this will be my second pair from both of these brands actually. Okay, this box is crazy. Alright, sweet. Okay. Crazy. Alright, y'all see the box, so this is pretty obvious of what this is. But I wanted this pair on site. Really all three I would have mind having. The one pair that I really want, or actually this is the pair that I really wanted. The other pair I kind of started to want them more recently, so we'll see how that goes down the road. But without further ado, getting into the shoe. Y'all see the wrapping paper, y'all know what it is. Sticky material over here. Individual wrapping, which you know I don't care too much about. But we got the Air Jordan 1 Union LA Fragment Sport Royal. Man, this is a pair that I saw on site. I was like, I love the colorway. You know, and I didn't even really piece together this was the Jordan Royal because I was too caught up in this right here. Just the whole color scheme and the gold tracing around the leather, man. It's just, yeah. This is my second pair of Union LA Jordans. That video is up. Shout out to Sneaker Hustle for those. But yeah, I've never owned any Jordan 1 fragments, even though I do have a pair of fragment 3s. Those will be in the shorts video. But yeah, just this whole color scheme, man. This top half really just sets it off for me. Frankenstein stitching, which I love with the Union LA. Of course, the little fragment icon and the fragment words right here on the midsole. But your standard Jordan 1. Purple laces. I don't even know which laces I want to put in these, man, because you know with the Union LA the laces are always crazy, but it just makes the shoe pop. So this cut is a little lower than what I was expecting from a Jordan 1, but yeah, this was the pair. This was the Jordan 1 Union LA fragment that I wanted on site, man. And the black and white pair too. I did want those. Obviously, those are limited, so you can't really get your hands on them. But yeah, this pair is absolutely fire. So this leather is quality. It's very good. The gold crafting around the leather is just crazy. It pops off so perfectly. Standard Jordan. You got your laces in here. This is the black pair, which probably I might keep the purple in here now for the summer, and then once the fall changes, y'all know how I do, I switch my laces up. All the white laces go away as the fall and winter months progress. But yeah, happy to have these in hand because I just wanted these so badly for a very long time. I was able to find them on District 1 New York for a very decent price. So we're gonna go ahead and set these off to the side. Alright, next pair, also from District 1 New York. This is a pair that I wanted kind of off and on, and this is actually two firsts for me. First of this particular collab, and then also a first of this particular number of Jordan. And these came out like in January, and I don't even know if I was really, I don't remember what I was doing in January, working obviously, but y'all can see the box, the Dornbecker, the freestyles. So for those that are heads, y'all probably already know what these are, but this is my first time ever actually owning a pair of Dornbeckers as well as this particular number Jordan. And shout out to Zach Rumbaugh, which is the actual clue. He has CPTV. I'm not even about to try to go over the name of this ailment, but I did hear it because I watched a bunch of videos and the story about them. But we have the Air Jordan 17 Dornbecher, Zach Rumbaugh. And this shoe has so many details on it that I'm just gonna spare y'all that because there's other videos. I'll try to touch on what I can quickly, but you know, this is a lot to cover. But so everybody knows the standard Jordan 38. This is really what I like about this shoe, just this whole look. The eggplant colorway, first off, is my favorite aspect about this shoe. Very clean, very clean. I love eggplant. The color eggplant that goes with the Jordan, or no, I'm sorry, with the Foamposite eggplants. That's like my first pair. But this, just that eggplant purple, man, it hits really well. So you got your standard music notes from the Jordan 17, which is his favorite song from the Beatles. Underneath this latch here, which I think is this way. You got to pull it. Yeah. But underneath here is all the tabs and buttons that they collected for the baseball. 38 for the number of days he was there. Jordan, the Jumpman insignia. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna remove this cover. Like if I go to an amusement park, because these, I will rock these to an amusement park, depending on their comfortability. I mean, I'll still have to wear them and see how they fit and how they feel. But yeah, you got your carbon fiber, which is going all through this thing. You got your peel off sticker, which I may keep on actually, because it doesn't really take away. Carbon fiber in the back with the number 38. There are white shoestrings in here, which I am definitely going to swap these out at some point. For Jumpman on the back of the tongue, for the 4 creators that helped create this shoe. I think Zach has a cat, so there's that. Yep, your standard Jordan 17 bottom. There is a guitar and a lightning bolt on the bottom, which I think that's a guitar. And then the dope part is the heart monitor. I call that the gas mask for that. But Team Zach Rumbaugh on the tongue here. Animal print or elephant print on the top of the tongue. Yeah, this shoe is sick, man. I've always liked this shoe. I've always liked the colorway. And actually, I've been sleeping on these. I slept on 17s because I don't know, I'm a 1 through 14 guy. And actually, I just started messing with 14s in 2020. But I do like these. The coppers of these are fire. The breads of these are fire. So yeah, I might have to, you know, and the Carolina joints are fire too. I might have to get back into 17s, or at least get into them. But this is actually my first pair, so I feel like this is a great way to set this off. So, shout out to Zach Rumbaugh. God's blessings for your healing, and that's a beautiful thing and a great collab. And these were pretty much one of the best Dornbecher collabs that I've seen. So, or Dornbecher, excuse me. I keep saying Becher, Dornbecher. So now for the last one. Now this one here is a doozy. This is one I wanted for a very long time. Huge shout out to Sneaker Hustle. They always come through. Actually, all my plugs come through, but I gotta give a very special shout out to Sneaker Hustle for these. This is my most expensive pair to date. And I waited for these. They sat for a while, and I was just sitting there thinking like, all right, but I don't want to get into it heavy because I don't like to think he encourages my sneaker habit. But he was like, don't worry, they're yours. Just wait. So finally got it, pulled the trigger on them, and they finally arrived. Just a second. This is the pair I've been waiting on. Bigger than every pair that I just named, and I got some heat over here. And again, we'll be back tomorrow for some more heat. But yeah, this is a pair that I wanted for a very long time. I don't use the term grail because, you know, for my spiritual beliefs. This is just one that I wanted really bad, and I'm glad they're in hand. We are now approaching 15 minutes in this video, so I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. But as soon as y'all see the box, y'all gonna know what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I just looked at this price tag. Crazy. So, yeah. Try it out for these on Sneakers app. Actually, me and my girl at the time were both trying to get a pair. Her queue stayed in longer than mine. Mine got dropped instantly. Because it was a woman's release. But, yes. I have wanted these for a very long time. The Air Jordan 4 Off-White Virgil. Buddy, this is my first time actually having these in hand. And oh my gosh. Yeah, man. Slightly still new shoe scent. Buddy, y'all don't even understand. I almost feel like I'm slightly emotional right now. I have wanted this pair for so long, y'all, so long. And like I said, this is my most expensive pair to date. I'm not even going to disclose what I paid for these, but yeah, I gotta tell you that in hand, it was totally worth the wait. It was totally worth the wait. Yeah, I did all my checking on the shoe to make sure that it was authentic. Even though I really don't need to with Sneaker Hustle, because they pretty much, they legit. But anyway, you got we can't even say your standard Jordan 4, because this is clearly not your standard Jordan 4, being that it's an Off-White Virgil collab here. But it's hard to even describe what's going on right here. But you got your back tab, not silver, your see-through back tab with the black thing here, which actually I do like this. It looks like there's some liquid in the bottom. Yeah, pretty clear. And I also like how this right here, this just sets it off. But you got your Jordan, your 4 with the Air right here on the side, the heel tab or hang tag, see-through wings, eyelets. And you got this mesh material right here. It just looks like an arts and crafts thing. But even on screen, this white cleared look, this off-white look, just it pops. Yeah, these probably will only come out probably for weddings or special occasions, man. This is a very sick shoe. But you got your standard inside, your sock liner, double layer sock liner, we'll say, with the loose material here where the eyelets are on both sides here. You got your tongue with that same mesh as the front, Jumpman underneath. You got Air Jordan on the back. Just, yeah, buddy. I'm just sitting here speechless, man. Standard Jordan 4 bottom with the mint green Nike and the mint green part traction there, which pops in that light actually, because the TV's on. But Nike Air on the inside. You can tell they probably removed the inside of the pad in here. I never like to do that actually. Matter of fact, let's pull out the other pair as well. Yeah, this pair has less bells and whistles, but I'm speechless, man. Yeah, and it does come with the actual off-white paper that the shoe is supposed to come in, and it also has the 3 laces, which the off-white, I think that's so this is more of a white lace, off-white laces as opposed to the cream. Your mint green laces, which I may experiment with these. The black laces, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. But the box with the holes in it is supposed to commemorate a meteor shower. But yeah, this shoe here, man. Yeah, yeah. This one confirms that I'm ready to retire from this game. It absolutely. Yes, yes. Um, but yeah, Off-White is a brand that I never really was really heavy into. I did like some of the Off-White collabs, but this was the one pair that I just was like, heck yeah, like I need these. But this suede is just like, it's fire right there. That's really good suede, and just all of the craftsmanship that went into this shoe. And then of course you got the shoelaces on the shoelaces. Yeah, I'm gonna loosen these. Actually, there's a birthday party. I might break these out tomorrow. Um, but yeah, the wing eyelets. Yeah, it's just so much intricacy into it. But yeah, the Oregon address on the inside, the rough mesh on the top. Yeah, just, and I love this pull tab too. This one is staying on. But this one is most definitely coming off because these will fall off, and I just don't like losing these. So yeah, when these actually get broken out, this stays, this one goes. But yeah, very dope shoe. Very glad to have these. We have officially reached 20 minutes on this video. I appreciate everybody coming through. Please click like, click subscribe. Again, I'll be back tomorrow with another video. That one should be pretty obvious. But thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what it is. Holla at your boy. One.